Welcome to Salisbury University on the Air, a program highlighting the activities and the people of the campus. My name is Susan Purnell. I think we can all agree the holidays just wouldn't be the same without music. As many begin making plans this season, SU hopes to add to their enjoyment with Oh What Fun, a family festival of music. Joining me to talk about this year's winter concerts are Dr. William Folger, co-chair of SU's Music, Theater, and Dance Department, and Lee Nyer, director of the Salisbury Pops. First is Bill. So welcome, Bill.
Hi, thank you. It's good to be here.
Always good to see you this time of year because we all look forward to the Winter Music Festival. And I understand this year's theme is, oh, what fun. Tell me what that means
And it will be
in terms
fun.
of music.
Yeah, a lot of fun for families and friends, something for everyone. Just something about music and during the holiday season, I can't think of anything without that. Used to have a teacher who said the smells and bells of the seasons and that. So the chestnuts roasting, the bells ringing in the store, and it's just a great season. And
It's
something
a
for
fun
everyone.
season.
Very fun.
Absolutely. So tell me about the ensembles that will be featured in this year's concert.
We open this Saturday, actually, December 1st, with the University and Salisbury Chorales. And then on Tuesday, we continue on December 4th with the Salisbury Pops, directed by Lee Nyer. And then Thursday, the 6th of December, the Jazz Ensemble, directed by Jerry Tabor. And then closing the festival with the Salisbury Symphony Orchestra under a guest artist director, which we'll talk about later.
Okay, good. So where do all these concerts take place and at what time?
All the concerts take place at Holloway Hall Auditorium
Okay.
at 7:30 p.m.
So that's so easy. There's 4 concerts and they're all at Holloway Hall and all at 7:30.
Exactly.
Great. Now you direct the Salisbury and University Chorales.
Yes.
Let me ask you this. Is that both members of the community and SU or?
Yes, it's the University Chorale is comprised mostly of students. The Salisbury Chorale is more of a community organization, although students do perform with that group.
So they perform together?
A lot of times I combine, for larger works and such, and I think this December is one of those times.
And so you're inaugurating the week, and I understand you have some special guests at this first concert.
We do. We have the Capitol Ringers from up in the Dover area. It was founded and is artistic director Linda Sims. She was actually an SU alumna, and she will be conducting a set by themselves, and then we'll be combining and singing 4 selections with the choirs.
Now, what do you mean by the Capitol Ringers? Is that bell ringers?
Handbells,
or-
yep, English handbells.
Oh, oh, they're so beautiful.
Very beautiful and perfect for the season.
That is, I love hearing them at church. The handbells. It's a very different sound, isn't it, than anything else?
It is. It's very unique, and it goes well for the season, certainly.
And any other special guests, or those are the
Those
the
are
main-
our primary
Okay.
guests, certainly, and we have a few soloists, some of our students singing, some of our community members as well.
So give us a taste of what some of the works that will be performed will be.
Well, our last number is Ring Out, which is with the bells and the choir.
Oh, great.
There's also St. Nicholas, song that the handbells will be performing by themselves. We're doing 2 Hanukkah selections to honor that season. And also, trying to think, one other special one. We're actually doing a little hint for the spring. We're doing 3 short selections from Carmina Burana, of all things. Has nothing to do with Christmas or the holiday season.
But it's fun.
It's fun, and it'll get people a little bit taste of what they'll hear in May.
Oh, that's great. Now, again, this is December 1st, Holloway Hall, 7:30.
7:30.
Am I right? And how much do tickets cost?
Tickets are $12 for adults, $9 for seniors, and SU faculty, staff. Students are a discounted price of $3. SU
That's a
students
great
with
price.
ID.
Right. And can you pay at the door if you don't get it ahead
You can
of time?
pay at the door or find tickets online.
All right. On the SU website.
SU website. That's
Great.
correct.
Now, you said next the SU Jazz Ensemble under the direction of Jerry Tabor will be December 6th. Am
That's
I right?
correct, Thursday.
Okay. And what will they be performing?
He has an interesting collection of classical and contemporary jazz, and a couple selections. Gigi Grice's Wildwood, Curtis Fuller's 3 Blind Mice, which is an interesting piece, and Bobby Watson's For Children of All Ages. And there's one more special piece.
Now, is that special piece the one that Dr. Tabor has written?
That's correct. He's composed it. He will also be playing the guitar on the number. And it's called an
Jerry
open...
will be?
Yep, Jerry will be playing guitar. Yes.
Oh, my
Very fine
goodness.
performer.
Oh, that's great.
And his selection is called An Opening in the Sky. So,
And it will be the whole ensemble,
Yes,
not just Jerry on the
performing with him,
guitar,
yes.
but the whole.
Yeah,
Okay.
it features Dr. Tabor on guitar, but yes, the ensemble will be backing him.
Oh, that sounds interesting. And again, free to get into
Yes,
this concert?
free, open to the public, same time, same place.
That's great. The festival then ends with the Salisbury Symphony Orchestra's concert, and I think it's called Winter Holiday is in the Air with an E.
Right, it's
Right?
a play on words,
Right.
certainly, yeah.
Okay. And who will be this year's guest artist?
We have Melissa Harvey returning, and she's a wonderful soprano who has sung opera and Baroque music. She's had almost 4 decades of
She's been here
performance.
before, I think.
She has, and I think it was around 2013-14 season that she performed with the Salisbury Symphony Orchestra.
And what in particular is she going to be doing this year?
This year, she's going to be performing the Song to the Moon, or otherwise Rusalka, all right, and is by Antonin Dvorak. And then Irving Berlin's White Christmas, which I think is very
that'll be
familiar.
nice, yeah.
And then the Alleluia from Mozart's Exalte Jubilate. So also a very familiar piece for the season.
Tell me a little bit about her. I've seen her perform before, I guess, when she was here in 2013. But what's her background?
Well, she's not only an opera singer, but a singer of Baroque music, Bach cantatas, Handel's Messiah. She is premiering this season, 1819, a piece called The Flood in the role of Schatzi. It's an opera.
Where's that?
And that'll be in the opera at Columbus.
Oh, so she's from New York.
I believe she's originated in New York City.
Okay, okay. So we're lucky to have her.
Very fortunate.
Yeah, that's
happy to have her
great.
back.
And what other pieces will the orchestra be performing this year?
The orchestra will do Respighi's Ancient Airs and Dances, and then music from the animated film Frozen, which the children will really
children
enjoy.
will love, yes.
Yes,
Adults will love too.
of course,
It's beautiful
yes,
music,
for our
great
children,
melodies, yeah.
definitely. And then we do have a guest conductor this
That's
semester.
right. So Dr. Schoen is on sabbatical, am I right?
That's correct.
Uh-huh. And who will be taking his place?
His name is Zachary Stachowski, and he is a violinist. He actually teaches violin, viola, and some other instruments. He is also a artistic director for an organization up in the Annapolis area.
So he's not native to Salisbury, but we've just imported him for the season?
Yeah, Dr. Schoen asked him to come guest conduct while he was on sabbatic. He's also played, I believe, in the past with the orchestra.
Oh,
as a
he
violinist.
has. He's not conducted, though, before, just
To
played.
my knowledge, no.
Right, okay. And when will Dr. Schoen be back?
Dr. Schoen returns this spring.
Okay.
So sabbatic will be 1 semester.
At least he found a good substitute for this year.
Oh, yes. He
Yeah.
does a great job of performing and also building up his ideas for his teaching as he returns to Salisbury.
Now, going to that concert, that would be December
The
The
SSO is
SSO.
December 8th.
8th, okay? And at 7:30, Holloway Hall, price for those tickets.
Right, and they're on the web too. $25 for adults, $20 for seniors, and I believe $10 for
students?
faculty, staff, and students. SU students are $5 with ID.
Okay. That's a lot of music in a short period of time. I can't tell you how much I know I appreciate it, and I'm sure the whole community appreciates all of the talent that you, the performers, and the other conductors bring to us. We really are so lucky to have that much beauty in such a short time span, and I know it takes a lot of time to work up to that 1 week.
It does.
So
And I've been fortunate to have wonderful students, community members, and faculty to work with these last number of years. And this time of year is especially festive in the holidays, and I think we just enjoy performing for the community and for their support.
And I'm so glad that this year it's going to be a fun theme.
Yes.
So we very uplifting, and we need it in these times, don't we?
Exactly.
Yes.
True.
Thanks for all that you do.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. And now here's a look at what's happening on the campus in December. Up next is Lee Nyer to tell us about this year's Salisbury Pops Holiday Concert. So welcome back, Lee.
Well, thank you. Good to be here.
Always good to see you, and it has been a while.
Yes, it
I don't
has.
know if people have been speaking for you, but there's no better person to hear about the Salisbury Pops concert from than you.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
good. I hope they were saying good things.
Only good things.
Great.
So the theme is fun. What exactly is the title of your concert?
Oh, gee.
Have to think about that,
I
huh?
do. It's always fun for me, and we've had a couple titles floating around, and family, fun, you know.
It's got fun in it.
Yeah, basically we kind of say let it snow for our concert because we'll have snow and we'll have Santa and we'll have all kinds of music.
You have snow at the concert.
We do, yeah.
Yeah.
And snowballs. So
You do?
yeah,
Do you throw them in the audience?
we throw them in the audience, and sometimes the audience throws a few back at us. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that.
You have to come.
I know
It's-
I've been to
it
one of
is.
your concerts at least. And when is your concert this
So
year?
we're scheduled for Tuesday, December 4th
4th.
at 7:30.
My goodness. I mean, there's one right after the other.
There
in the
is,
first
really,
week. It's
yeah.
amazing. Now, what are some of the songs that you're going to be playing?
So we're going to open with Adeste Fidelis, and it's an arrangement taken from a recording the Philadelphia Orchestra did back in the '60s, and it's a good opener. It's rousing, and we have a guest, William Willis, a baritone, singing "Christmas Day" by Gustav Holst with us, and then
I don't
you
know
know.
that.
You'll recognize it when you hear it
okay.
because it's a medley of a lot of familiar old carols put together in. It's sort of an oratorio, but not really. And yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll recognize it.
Okay.
And gee, we have
Any other soloists?
yes, we do. We have Bill Krause playing the toy trumpet. Bill's a local musician and retired high school band director from Snow Hill, and he's been helping us out. And the toy trumpet is it's an interesting piece, and I heard it with the Boston Pops years ago. I think Al Hurt recorded it. It's one of those pieces that you don't know when you hear it. You kind of go, oh, that sounds familiar.
Is it
cute.
just a small trumpet? Is that the
You
concept?
know, he plays a real trumpet, but it was done in a cartoon style, and so you can imagine a boy getting a trumpet for Christmas, like a toy trumpet, and then marching around the Christmas tree and playing things. And of course, a boy would play loudly and wrong notes, and so we're doing a lot of cartoon, a lot of animated things. That's one.
And are there any other soloists?
Yes, in fact, Cara Dahl Russell will be performing harp with us on one of the dances from the Nutcracker Suite, and it sounds lovely. And
That's got to be the hardest instrument to learn to play.
yeah, we think it is, but she makes it sound easy. And we're doing a really interesting piece that's original. It's called Toboggan Ride, and it sounds like a toboggan going pretty fast down a hill, and we make it to the bottom, and we're all on board.
We can only imagine because we don't have hills around here. what
Right.
Toboggan ride's all about.
Yeah, that's yes, that's right. But yeah, use your imagination because you'll get it. And the other one that's in a cartoon comic style is an arrangement of dreidel songs, and but it takes it to another level, and it's not your father's dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. It tells a story, and it's pretty much fun, and it's animated. So we're going from very traditional with Christmas Day and Adeste Fidelis to, wild toboggan rides and toy trumpet. Let's see, we've got a couple others.
Let me ask you something
Yeah.
about your band. Is this a combination of students and community people, or is it all students? I'm not sure what the makeup is.
It's a student ensemble, and it's a band, but we call it the Pops. And I have a few adults who work well with students, and they're good musicians. They've been professional musicians, or they've been teachers, and they come in on occasion and help out where needed. So if we're short in the French horn section, we're not, but we're going to bring in one to help the section. We do that. So I have 46 students, and about 6 adults who sort of come in to help.
Who are
Just
community
as reinforcements.
people.
Yeah,
Right, right.
yeah.
That's great. Now, one of the aspects of your concert is always the arrival of Santa Claus.
Yes.
Do you expect him to be here this year?
We do.
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
You've gotten word from the North Pole.
I just talked to Mrs. Claus last night, and
Uh-huh.
she said he's got us on the list.
Oh, that's
So,
exciting.
You know, as long as I don't mess up between now and then, and as long as I'm on the good boy list, I think Santa will be
Please
there.
try to
Yeah.
stay good till then. Now, also associated with the Salisbury Pops each year is the Salvation Army Drive.
Yes.
I think
Oh,
you have
thanks.
some kettles, right?
Yes.
Out front.
Years ago, I was in a mall, and you know, to me, it's sort of part of the season, and I saw some people sort of react in an adverse way when they were leaving, and I stopped and thought, we all need to remember this, and the people in Salisbury have been great. This is the 10th year we've had them, and so to me, it's part of the holidays, and our concert's free. But people are free to make an offering to the Salvation Army kettle, and we generally raise around $500 a year for them, and that money stays local, and those people work very hard. And a lot of my friends who are musicians in town will actually volunteer to play outside of a store, and when I can, I do as well. To me, I'm happy to include it because it's part of the whole thing.
Right, and I think people are more inclined to give
Yeah.
when they feel, the inspiration of
Right.
music. So.
And frankly, I think we give them a very nice setting. I mean, the entrance to Holloway Hall is always decorated. It's very beautiful.
You can't beat that.
And it's not a mall setting. It's
Right.
better than that.
Exactly. No,
So,
it is.
yeah.
It totally is. And I think you inspire them, and they come out and say, "Gee, I'm lucky to be here and to have heard
Yeah.
this." But there are a lot of people that can't.
Right. Absolutely. So,
that's-
we're glad we
that's
can
a
partner
great
with that.
partnership. Yes.
Good.
Tell me, are there any other surprises this year in your concert?
Uh,
I guess if it's a surprise, you can't tell me.
Yeah, no. I'm sure I'm missing some good ones. We have some pretty carols too. There's a John Rutter carol that we're doing that we rehearsed last night. It's just beautiful. I mean, it's just as pretty as a carol could be.
I remember
you
singing
know.
John Rutter
Yeah.
when
And-
I was a student.
Anything that he wrote was good, or
Yeah.
anything he continues to write.
For sure.
No surprises, I hope.
Okay. For you anyway.
That's right.
But for the audience, I'm sure that everything you do will be
Yeah.
a fun surprise.
Well,
this
that's
year.
really the theme always for us is fun. When we branded ourselves as the Pops, we decided to have fun, and I like to entertain and I like to perform. I like to rehearse too, but I have more fun on stage than I do in a rehearsal, and I try to make rehearsals not stressful. But my students know, we have a lot of new students. Half of them are new this year. We
Oh,
just
is
got a
that
big
right?
freshman class. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing the looks on their faces because they don't know how this will play out. Yeah, we have, they're going to, I told them last night they would be throwing snowballs at each other, and they didn't really understand that.
Well, you can't miss it. And again, yours is December
Fourth.
4th.
Yes.
Okay. 4th, 7:30.
7:30,
Holloway
Holloway
Hall.
Hall.
And is there a charge?
It's free.
Totally
Yeah.
free.
And it's 1 hour. So we start at 7:30 and we end at 8:30, and we do that because that's part of having fun, but also because we'd like people to bring their children and grandchildren, and we know it's a school night, but we will end at 8:30, and Santa will be there at 8:30. So I hope it's part of family traditions.
Yeah, it's such a perfect family thing to do.
Yeah.
So I hope you get a great turnout.
Well, thank
I know
you.
you usually do. And I appreciate everything that you do for our community, both you, the students, and the community members. Make it all just a fun Christmas
Well, good.
for
Thank you.
so many of
Thank
us.
you. We worked for 14 weeks to get there, and we'll be happy to be there and see everyone.
And it's worth it. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much, Lee.
You're welcome.
And now here's another look at what's happening on the campus in December. I'd like to thank my guests, Bill Folger, co-chair of SU's Music, Theater, and Dance Department, and Lee Nyer, director of the Salisbury Pops. So many enjoyable musical events are happening on campus this December. I hope to see you at some of them. I'm Susan Purnell, and this has been Salisbury University on the Air. Thank you for watching, and happy holidays.